angels. This is part 2 of repercussions of not being organized and sticking to your schedule. So we are learning a lot from me today from my bad habits that it's not really a habit actually. It's getting out of my good habits that I've created and developed over the years, and what can happen when you're not doing what you know works. Okay, so I mentioned how I did some work that I shouldn't have been focusing on. Yes, needed to be done, but it didn't need to be done last night, which put me up. I'm just kind of recapping. I was up till 6 a.m. and I had to deliver at 8 a.m. So I gave myself like a little, I'm going to sleep for an hour and I'll get up, do my deliveries, and then go home and take like a little bit of a nap before my son's baseball game. Well, the alarm didn't go off, or I slept right through it. I don't know which one. And my daughter woke me up. And so I was really behind. I was an hour and 45 minutes behind my first delivery. So thank goodness it was my friends and it was my really good clients that have become my friends. So they were understanding and we were able to be flexible. Okay, so that's done. What I want to point out is that I missed the first baseball game and the second half of the second game because of me not being disciplined and going off and not sticking to what I need to be sticking with. So now that's not good, because it's one thing to miss a little bit of it because I have to do some deliveries, but because of my lack of responsibility and focus, I missed more than I should have. So I'm going to have to talk to my son, apologize, and tell him because I wasn't on my game, like that would make sense to him, I unfortunately missed a lot more than I'd like to, and that's my bad. Anyways, and it really upsets me because I love watching my son play baseball. That's why I do this, so I can not miss as much as possible. Anyways, okay, so that's that. Learn from my mistakes. You not only will just be, running around like a chicken with your head cut off by not sticking to a schedule, and being disciplined, but you also, the repercussions are you're hurting other people around you. So my son, obviously, whether he tells me or not, I know it upsets him that I wasn't there. But I'm on my way to hopefully catch the second half and see the third game, which will be the finals and the championship, and hopefully they'll win. Okay, so that's the first lesson that I'd like you guys to learn from my mistakes. And then secondly, as I was getting dressed, one of my clients goes, "Oh, I forgot I need some light bulbs." I was like, "Okay, that's great, whatever." Well, what I've learned over the years is that I personally, and you may be the same way, is if I don't write it down or put it in my calendar to do, or put it on the order form itself, I will forget. Well, guess what? I forgot. Thank goodness which I hope you guys have seen my other videos about your mobile office. I had my little stash of light bulbs in here, so I was able to just grab some and put them in her order when I realized that I didn't have them when I got to her house. But guess what? I didn't have all 3. I only had 2. So now I'm going to be working harder, not smarter. I'm going to have to go back to her house just to drop off a light bulb. So, what did we learn? 1, before you leave the house, double check you have everything. 2, when somebody asks you to add something to their order or, whatever, make sure you immediately write it down. Don't say, "Oh, let me finish what I'm doing here because I'll remember." Because when you are doing like 1,000 little tiny tasks that Scentsy consultants do, and they're all with different people and whatever, you're going to become more forgetful. It's not because you're getting dumb or whatever. It's because your brain is on overload. So you have to help your brain and write it and get it out of your head. Director Liz Blaschko, the other day we had a meeting and she put it perfectly, is that, you've got to release all that out of your head so you can focus on other things. So you put it on paper. So learn from my mistake. I'm going to have to go back there when I wouldn't have had to, because I didn't follow my systems that I have developed over the years. So I went out of, I went off my systems, and these are all the repercussions that happen. So get yourself a schedule, get a system of what works for you, and stay disciplined. And learn from my mistakes, hopefully. All right, I'm almost to my son's baseball game, and it's time for family day, and I hope this helped somebody. All right, have a great day, angels. Bye.